Yeah, well, it's just like I told you. The plumbing and heating guy just left, and the city fucked up. When they were out there fixing that fucking pipe, that's when my plumbing went to fucking shit. I had excellent plumbing, and I have an excellent water heater. I can literally run it for like an hour and a half. But now I can't run the water. They do this wherever I fucking go, and by now it has hit it. It's happened so much that it's beyond conspiracy. It's on purpose. It's not even paranoid because it's the same fucking jive, sloppy, jalopy fucking dance I always get. Willie and the poor boys on the corner fucking with their hands on their knees doing some weird Polish fucking shit and calling it soul. Doing some Polish kicking on the ground, bending down and kicking their legs out and calling it fucking soul. It's sloppy jalopy dance. And yeah, so I tried some of the foaming uh, uh, snake shit that didn't work. The foaming trouser snake didn't work. So we put a big electric one down in and we just jacked the whole house up. We just ran the snake all the way through it and nothing. No. And the city's already been here 3 times fucking up. They did it once. And I mean, now I'm annoyed because it's like they just came out of nowhere one time and then the pipe was busted on the sidewalk and they come and they with the fucking and they break the concrete up, they dig, they supposedly fix it, they pour hot tar back on top of it, then they come back and bust up the job they just did, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess. And it's noisy and it's annoying, and my shower got worse. But the shit out front is, and now they're gonna have to come again, and they're gonna have to cut into my fucking driveway because somebody fucked up on this street. You can't flush shit down these toilets, whatever people are flushing. And it just fucked up the whole shit. Well, I mean, it's not a big deal. I'll get a new driveway out of it. They'll reseal it, so who gives a fuck? But I don't want them in my fucking driveway. I mean, right up on my lawn. The cats go nuts. They're just kittens still, so they're all confused. They go and hide. They think that something's gonna happen. But I got that good foaming trouser snake for you. In the end, that's what it will be. So at least that's flushing, but now you can't, you can't, you basically only can flush it like once or twice a day, and now the shower is going to be all fucked up, and I really need to take a shower because it's hot as a motherfucker out there today. The humidity is just wild. Indian summer shit. That's your boy out there, Chinese summer, dancing around in fluorescent fucking pants, enjoying himself. Dude, I should have enjoyed, when there's certain things in this world that you can't destroy still, and that's like dinner. And I got this good intake coming up from this doctor finally. And I get I feel like he's gonna be the doctor that's into, well, I'm gonna tell him that straight up. I've been taking a cocktail for 23 years of drugs. And he understands that because he's a doctor, and drugs work hand in hand with one another. And I'm all about it. I love the pharmacology of it. I'm hoping and he should be because I'm paying for these visits. And, yeah, it'll be great. But just like a doctor, there's some things in this world you can't fuck up. Like my dinner. JoJo called and she says she's going to be around later tonight for some dinner. And I always make sure that I have a good dinner, and she does too. I try to. Because those are the little things in life that nobody can fuck up. It's up to you to turn off this fucking bullshit computer and try to meditate for a minute. But JoJo called back and I told her I made up my mind what we're having tonight. And listen, this is the best shit you can ever do. Is cheeseburger meatloaf, dude. Because why would you ever make a plain 1920s fucking meatloaf? No. And we're having, finally, some Black Heart rum and cokes before dinner. Pints in glass pint glasses, with a bag of crushed ice. smoke a joint, and that's when the work's done, when the shit's in the oven. Can't wait to fucking eat. I know, baby. I know. But yeah, I mean, why the fuck would anybody? And people still do. People are like, oh, you know, my mom cooks some meatloaf. It's your favorite shit. I'm like, yeah, it is my favorite. And I love a meatloaf any way I can have it. But the way to do it is you get shredded cheddar, a lot of it, and you throw it in there. If you like, okay, and then you get a bag of frozen onions and peppers, which are done in vinegar, and they taste fucking great from Price Chopper. They taste excellent. Don't chop them yourself. Get them in a bag already done like that. Throw that in there. Get your food processor, or even if you've got a little chopper, if you like pickles, you throw a pickle in there, and you mince the pickle. Not a whole fucking pickle. That's obscene. Round pickles on your shit. Mince it. Throw it in there. Couple splashes of Frank's hot sauce. Use Cajun breadcrumbs that are spicy. Throw that in there. For your meatloaf glaze, you can do whatever you want, but you throw your meatloaf glaze on it. You could even go as far as to use American cheddar, which I'm gonna probably do later. But the American white rather, but the cheddar looks nice for presentation. It melts, and I'm telling you, man, that's the way to live your life on a, what is it, Tuesday or Wednesday or something? That's what you have for dinner, and you try to do that every night. You just listen to your heart. You're like, what is it I really want? And my thing is, I really do have a gift for culinary shit. Everybody always said I did. My problem is I'm too slow. I can't work at I wouldn't, but I mean, I couldn't work at no food place. Hell no. I'd have to be the prep cook or something where I can take my sweet ass time. I make regular cheeseburgers on Texas toast that are, and they just look gorgeous when I make them. And the thing is, you got to have convection when you make these cheeseburgers. You got to make a little tent to melt the cheese on top. There's certain little magical things you need to do. But doesn't that sound right for a fucking... And some, oh my God, and some red potato wedges. Yeah. Fried, perhaps, or even baked, whatever your shit is. And oh man, the red potatoes, why would you use russets? Especially when it's a meatloaf. Why not just eat a cheeseburger? Because it's a different chemical structure when you bake it. You know what I mean? And it's just, and I love to bake and cook. I like to, fry, bake, boil, whatever. And the more I think about it, the more I have a talent for it, because I'll go and I'll think of something. I'll be like, what is the standard recipe for that? And then I'll look at it, and as I'm reading it, I'm adding new ingredients or taking out things or most of the time putting new things in there. But could you imagine? I mean, wait till I cut into that meatloaf and you see the orange cheese in there. And you know what you want to do? If you insist on chopping your own vegetables for the cheeseburger meatloaf, go ahead and substitute with red onions or and pinches of shallot. That's gourmet shit. You know what I'm saying? Why would you have an onion when you can have a shallot? The cream of onion. Throw a couple chives in there. Your family will bow and blow you. At the end, they will. I love my fucking diet. Love dinner time. So good. Diet. And that's how it is. And that's the thing about daddy's girls too. Sometimes their daddy's dead. Sometimes their daddy's absent. Sometimes daddy was domineering. And, sometimes... But it always works out because there's always a daddy's girl. And she's always got daddy issues, whatever they are. God bless a daddy's girl. You can't make jokes about it because it's just nature, The bitch who doesn't have a daddy has daddy issues. The bitch that has, you know what I mean? And that's why I love a woman. They need an older man, even if he's a broke fucking hobo. Sometimes they need that broke hobo if he's got good words, or he can make good dinner. I'm not happy about that. My fucking driveway's gonna get all jacked up because I think maybe we'll get it this time. I don't know. We could rip up the whole fucking street, but Jesus, it's annoying. I gotta admit though, since that snake, the shower's doing a bit better today. Usually it's filling up to the top, but everybody wants to come to my house for dinner. I like my wine chilled. How do you like yours? Because I just feel like tonight is a rum and coke kind of night. A Blackheart rum kind of night. And you make, of course, you always, like we talked about before, you have to have coke. I mean, you can get away with using RC or Royal Crown or some shit like that, or some phase shit or whatever you can get. Some kind of cola, Sam's Club or whatever. But you can't use Pepsi. And you can't use Dr. Pepper, because I tried all that when I was young, and I keep trying it nowadays when it's all I have to see if I'll change my mind. But no, that's what Coca-Cola is good for. It's not even really a good drink, but it makes the best rum and cokes you ever fucking had. And no cubes of ice, chopped ice. Is anybody out there? You know what I'm saying? Am I starting to get it, or have you not gotten there, or are you already there? You gotta go shopping with me. I need a little country store around here where I can go in and she'll be like, yeah, I got Vitalias, but what are you cooking? You got shallots and red onions? Oh God, throw them in the fucking thing. Do you have a fucking food processor? No, but I'm gonna get one day. I'm gonna get a green one or some shit, or an orange one, a big powerful one. Here's a little chopper for $20. Do you wanna? Yeah, throw that in there too. You're the best country store bitch ever. I love you. You know what I mean? This fall I decided I'm gonna do some shit I've never done. That's super easy, but I've never done it. I'm gonna make a pumpkin pie. It's super easy. All you do is open a can and put it in the shell. But I mean, I'm gonna fuck with the ingredient. I think I'm gonna do it by hand and put gourds in there and weird shit, weird exotic nutmegs and pinch of curry. Just like, what is that? This is delicious. Did I call? Yeah. Daddy's in full effect.